Hey there, guys. I've just watched the OVA, both OVAs, both parts of the OVA. No regrets. It was quite symbolic, it was quite informative, and was quite sad. What can you expect from Attack on Titan now? So yeah, go watch the reaction. The links are there in the description, and come back here if you wanna listen to the discussion. And I'm gonna touch my nose a bit, and the discussion starts right now. What can I say, man? As I've said, like this OVA had a lot of interesting stuff. Um, we begin with the fact that there are like underground city of some sort that were built for like the repopulation. But I mean, that's kind of like a bunker of some sort when you, where you, where people wanted to be saved against titans, and yeah, they ended up not liking the idea because they're living in the very center of the whole thing, so it's pretty safe. And yeah, this is a huge ass city, a lot of people there. Like it's immense, like huge, like absolutely. And there are like pillars of some sort. Like they look like not a work of a human. They look like some natural. Like it was like there was like oil or something like that, and it was removed from there. Or maybe this was the place where they took resources to build walls. That's a very probable. I mean, that's a reasonable uh, idea. But yeah, the city looks kind of nice, but still a lot of people there live in very poor conditions. They they need more sun. You know, their legs are hurting because of there's no sun. And of course, there are poor people and there are burglars like Levi and his friends. Yeah, and we see like basically we start with whole explanation like when if you want to go outside you have to pay money, and if you want to live in the capital you have to pay money for citizenship, quite big money. So yeah, that's I mean that's reasonable because it's the safest place, that's the most glamorous place, and there are rich people there like Nicholas Lobov, the bad guy. I don't even know the his name is a mess. So yeah, they meet with the girl Isabel, who tried to save a little bird, and Levi like kicks. I mean, he does bad stuff to the guy because he touched him with his filthy hands, and they end up, accepting the girl, and they even help the bird to like heal her wings and all. I mean, Isabel was a very naive and like a childlike person, very positive, and just a good just a good girl. It was very sad seeing them both die, but at some point I'm like, oh no. I could have realized that in the very beginning because where are those people? We never saw them. But it took me quite more than just one episode. So yeah, they heal the bird, and Levi says like, until you're gonna clean here or something, we're gonna accept you. And the sad music plays like Dutch. We talk all night long, la 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 la. They help the bird. They help Isabel to get used to the gear. They somewhere got that. It was not explained where they got that, even when Erwin asked about that. And yeah, the next they are getting blackmailed by the goddamn Lobov, Nicholas Lobov, the evil dude, who's like, you're gonna do something for me, and I'm gonna do something to you, but I already got your friend, so you have to do that. It's not like you have a choice. I mean, yeah. very, very evil dude. And he wants basically to for them to kidnap, not to keep to get the document about the lob of like important information about him, and to kill Aaron Smith for some reason. I mean, they both have something against each other. I wonder if Erwin actually was the one who was working on Lobov's case or something. And Erwin was not commander, he was just a regular. He was basically, I suppose, a squad leader of some sort, like Hanji and Mike currently. But it looked like he was still in charge. But that's because it's Erwin goddamn Smith. He's just like that. He's just like he's he's like, he's like a little star. Maybe it looks small, but it's like it weighs like a lot, and like planets fly around it because it's just the gravitational force is just too big. So Erwin is, even if he's small, he's like very massive guy in a way of his charisma and he's goddamn strong and powerful. I mean, yeah, Levi only had the little knife, but he was pressed. He was like on a defense against Erwin. The guy is like, whoa, he's strong. He's really strong. I don't want to mess up with Aaron. And yeah, they fly like awesome, beautiful scenes of flying and making like awesome tricks, and goddamn screen tearing everywhere. So they're fighting, and in the end, they capture friends, Levi's friends, because Levi's good, but friends are not that good. We know that Levi is like super good. And Erwin says like, "Come on, join us." Levi's like, "Nah," and Levi just brutally slaps his face, into the dirt, and that's Levi, the guy who hates dirt. For him, it's like it's worse than death, almost worse than death. And Erwin like, "Come on, join us," and Levi like, "Okay, if you put that like this, if you put this like that." But I mean, we know that they have. Even Lobov said that they're gonna get ya. You just be, you know. Maybe that's why Erwin was able to back Levi, to back, to force him to back away. What's the word? Because Levi was putting his punches, or trying not to kill the guy right away. Because Lobov said like, you put a little fight, but in the end they have to grab you. And the episode ends like it was nothing. I just basically described it in like 1 second. And then we see them arguing about, yeah, Erwin, what the hell? Why did you get them? And there's the guy. I mean, I suppose that's the guy. What was his name? I forgot. Before Fair, something like on F. Uh, and I think it was he in episode 9. At least when I saw him at first, I was not like, it doesn't click. But when I saw him before the mission, he looked like exactly like the guy. And now when I see him, I'm like, yeah, that's him. And the voice was very, very similar. So yeah, and they speak, by the way, about Erwin's new super technology, plan to move and evade Titans. It wasn't working that good in this operation. Maybe he's not using it yet. And yeah, there's a little scene about Levi, like, yeah, you call that clean? Are you like idiot? Yeah, so they tried, and Erwin writes with the commander. That's basically the commander who was in the first episode, who was broken like mentally and gave a poor mother a piece of her son. Uh, and Erwin looks like, yeah, I think that was the moment when he understood like he's gonna be the next commander, because Erwin's like, move forward, win humanity, screw the Titans. I mean, he's the commander from the. He was born to be the commander. It's just the way he just have to be him. It's just that's the way he is. That dialogue, like, yeah, humanity, mankind, and like, I'm gonna fight. And we see guys being nice to her, to Horse, and Hanji being very horny, seeing how Levi kills Titan dummies, and the Hanji guy with her. Like they work together quite a lot of time. I wonder why. Do they have something between them except for like the this weird relationship of a crazy woman and a very pragmatic guy who's like, no, no, don't do that. You're gonna hurt yourself. But their duo is like excellent. Just even here when he's not screaming. And Levi kills the dummy. Dummy had no chance against Levi with his backwards pose. No, he likes that. He spins. And they tried to get the document, but nope. Erwin knew everything right from the start. And then the whole dialogue with them, like, I'm gonna do that myself. Yeah, I'm gonna do that myself. My ass. He did that himself. He tried to do that himself in the end. It's like maybe she. I don't know, man. I know he like it's this the story and it have to go that way. But if he valued his friends, he should not leave them in this moment in the goddamn fog, in the outside territory. It's not the place to play hitman, because there are titans, they're deadly, and even though they killed a titan together, though it was not very like, it's not like Levi, like done. They fought, like the Isabel was caught in the end. And Levi decides in the end, I mean, I can understand both sides. They want him to trust them, but he wants to keep them alive, and he doesn't want to trust them, but he doesn't want to hurt them the way. So it's very hard. It's like the human thing, very normal for a human relation. You value your close people and you try to protect them, but they're not like defenseless. They're all human just like you, and sometimes they can probably do even better than you. But we know Levi, we know that the guy is super very capable. And even though the guys are also capable, I still think that was a wrong decision to leave them in this fog. They could have found a better place to try to kill Erwin. But that's the story, unfortunately. And they're like looking at the sky and like, that's no difference, says Levi. And like, are you crazy? There's like skies, there's like moon. It's not like there's a stupid rocks with the spiders. And even Levi like says, like that moment I understood. Like, yeah, that's a red flag higher than the building for something really bad to happen. So yeah, Levi, believe in us. And the whole theme of believe in us, believe in yourself, the whole thing that was used in episodes, I think it was like 18, 19, no, it was 19, 20, 21, like the whole Aaron's and Levi's squad situation. Should he use that there or not? And Aaron regretting not using it there, and then. But in the end, you just no regrets, man. It is done. Could have been better, probably, but maybe could have been worse. Maybe Levi stayed with the guys there and would have died with them, because that Titan was like super, super invisible. Who knows? You can never know. At least your life. And Levi said that, by the way, in the end. At least until I'm alive, I'm not gonna regret anything, because my personal actions, they led to me, for me, to live. in the end. Even though people around are dead, unfortunately, but I keep moving and I can keep uh, doing what I'm doing. It's just yeah, you cannot say you cannot voucher what's the word for other people because it's impossible. You cannot save everyone around. And Levi is here smiling, man. This man is like a very tragic character. He lost so many people. I mean, I don't know what's about his other parts of his life we never saw, but the little moments here and there where we see him, he loses people a lot. He lost the poor guy in the episode 9. He lost his whole squad. He lost his two friends, and it looked like they were very close to each other. He lost everyone currently. I mean, he and Hanji has nice relations. I'm not sure about Mika though, but Hanji and Levi they together sometimes. So she's a bit of his friend, and of course Erwin. Erwin's basically kind of like a father figure for him. Like Levi is very impressed with the guy and with his strong, the force in this man. The like it almost shines with force and confidence, and that's the leader. And I'm happy that in the end he became leader. And we see like 26 or something, 20 something operation. I remember the latest operation before that was like 30 something, 36 or something like that. That was when we found a Ilse's notebook. Ilse Lagner. I remember the woman's name. She must never be forgotten. Not Lagnar. Ilse Langnar. And they moving out of the walls and see the goddamn birds. That symbolic creature that's everywhere in this anime. And as soon as they get out, like the retarded titans starting to appear, they fight them pretty successful, I'd say. They killed, like Levi killed one, and they killed one, and it was nice. But then, unfortunately, and Erwin said like, that was a nice kill, but you used too much gas. And Levi like, what? You mean I should value some gas more than my friend's life? But Erwin's like, nope. I just said you use too much gas. And I like that. I'm also quite kind of like that, sometimes I say something, and it might, especially to my subordinates, on work, on my job. I say something and I hope they're gonna think about it. And they're like, you mean that? I mean, I meant what I said. Like, yeah, I'm like that type of a person. And I mean, yeah, today was like stupid day. Like one guy just was so stupid. I was so angry on him. Man, I thought I'm gonna transform like with Aaron with like an episode 25 and let attacking creature killing people. And I'm gonna eat the guy because he's so stupid. I told him like a month ago, just look at this thing, this is important. And she's like, yeah, then check the stuff, okay? Yeah. And today he does like he never looked at the thing, like whole document looks like shit. And I'm like, what? Man, you should have seen that. I was not very happy. But anyways, that's just a little stuff. And the whole man, I'm really close to the bad scene. I don't want to look at it again. And they're in the fog. I almost said like an Irish, fog may, but it's fog, not fog. And they're like, yeah, Levi, like, I'm gonna go, and that was not the right decision. And they wave hands. The girl waved hands to him, and that's the last time he saw them alive. And looks like Levi passed a Titan. And there were quite a lot of them, by the way, in the trees and everywhere. Man, with this commander, I know that's not the best weather and stuff, but with this commander in charge, their death rate seems like more than 30%. They said something about 60% before. So that's like more close to the actual death percentage. And Levi gets back and sees the poor girl dead face. I mean, at least she died fast, I hope. I suppose. And the guy eaten half. Fuck. And he like loses it. I never saw Levi like that. I mean, I saw him being badass, but he was not just, he lost it. He was screaming. Not like his composed, like self, like that straight face and like no emotion. He had such an emotion explosion. And he was not trying to kill it, the Titan. He was trying to inflict as much damage and pain to it as he could before he killed it. He like sliced him all the way around, sliced his head off, and only after that, after being like, man, that was him. I'm gonna rewatch it. It's a sad scene, but you're gonna hear it though, probably a bit. And his fucking eyes are white, and he's screaming. Man, that's like out of comics, like slides of comics. Jesus. Slices the whole arm, and Levi is on the other level. And he kills it. He brutally kills it. Unfortunately, everyone's dead, and Erwin is here, and he's pretty. He said like some bad stuff. Yeah, no subtitles for some reason. What the fuck? Where are the subtitles? Oh, there's Sole Survivor. How pathetic or something. How pathetic, right? And he smiles. I mean, I suppose Erwin saw even more than Levi. And for Levi, those are his people, like his friends. But for Erwin, it's just like another poor human soul who died. And man, Erwin catches the blade. This blade is so what's the word? So sharp. But the man's hand is like made out of, I don't know, obsidian or something. He grabbed it and said a lot of stuff to Levi about. I mean, that was already speaking about this. He told like, yeah, each decision you make holds meaning only by affecting your next decision. And like, that's the theme. Later, Levi explained basically everything that's similar. He gave Aaron the same lesson that Erwin gave to Levi. And Aaron also got fucked in the way. I mean, fortunately, Mikasa or Armin, nobody died in the end, but Levi's squad died. So it's basically, again, poor Levi, again, he was on the bad end of this whole thing. And Levi is like, yeah, I'm gonna follow that man. He sees something that I'm not able to see. And that's true. Erwin is the man with the plan. And I think he's gonna lead us. I mean, he might be a bad guy in disguise. I mean, yeah, it's probable. It's possible. But I hope and I believe that he's a good guy. And he's a, like, awesome guy. I just hope he's not gonna die, like in season 1, episode 1. Season 2, episode 1. And two birds, like, symbolic. But at least their souls went, not to the... They went to the sky, and Still very sad they had to die. And that was basically the whole OVA. It was great. I mean, I've said that. A lot of information, a lot of emotions, a lot of character interactions, but it ended up sad. And now Levi, he was a great guy for me, but now he just became even better guy. He's a more of a dramatic character now than he was before. He was kind of dramatic character as well already, but now he's more of a dramatic character to me than he was before, and that's sad. I mean, just do something good to him, like hug him or something. Let Sasha hug him. I'm sure she's warm and smells like potato, baked potato. That's nice. That's it, guys. That's it, guys. I hope there were no technical issues, like noticeable. I wonder how it was in the video. Like, can you see the tearing or not? And I have to do something. But I mean, I suppose when I'm gonna upload that, there's still be quite a lot of time for me to think, because I'm recording that like in the beginning of the week, so I have had a few days of rest, like 2 days of rest recording this, and I'm gonna have another few days of rest, and later on maybe I'm gonna start recording season 2, because like goddamn technical issues, they keep popping up, and I'm not sure what can I do. I mean, I can probably buy a new video card for like 1,000 something dollars, but I'm not gonna do that. Mine is not that bad actually. It's quite good. It's like 6 gigabytes. It should work fine. It's just the goddamn software, like Logitech software that I'm capturing. It works better than the Bandicam I was using before, but it causes things to lag, to the screen tearing. So I suppose maybe I'll have to go back to Bandicam. It's gonna wait more, and it's gonna be not like that good, it like FPS is pretty good here, and the quality is better, even in 720p the quality is quite good, I might say that, but in Bandicam it's worse. So I'm not sure how should I do that. Should I watch the anime with better video, like for you, but with screen tearing for me, or should I like screw that, do the worst version of the video for you, but look at it with whole glory without screen tearing? I don't know. I mean, I never noticed the screen tearing in the previous episode after I managed to do the dual screen trouble to deal with it. I don't know. I have to think about it. But anyways, that's my problem, not yours. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, I enjoyed, but there was a sad episode in the end. It still ended bad, and it was very nice. But I'd say the Ilse's notebook was more shocking. But this was more informative, and had a lot of symbolism here and there, and it was like basically Levi's. And yeah, we know that's Levi's backstory, and it was great. It was really interesting. So it's basically kind of like Ilse's notebook in my book. They're both really good. Just one has one string straight, the other one the other straight. So yeah, hope you liked it. See you in the next video. I'm not sure how soon you're gonna see it, but don't expect it tomorrow, that's for sure, and don't expect it the day after that, I think, as well. But I hope like few days, 4 days or something, I'm gonna start doing it. Maybe less, who knows. See you guys again. Bye bye.